a lot more about the Kings, who winners last night, 117-112 in overtime over the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that 18-game
Wait,
schedule,
they won?
They did win.
Ooh, I'm going to change the rewind up a bit.
Ooh, maybe my script wasn't clear. But we mentioned that 18-game gauntlet with 9 games against Minnesota, OKC, and Denver. And I think we even speculated beforehand, how many games are they going to get? And they were 0-7. And then they won the last 2. So 2-7. It's not great, but I'm glad they didn't go 0 against all those teams. So they got swept by OKC, 1-2 against Minnesota, 1-2 against Denver. But maybe, just maybe, you missed the game. And if you did, shame on you. But we're going to help you out in a little thing we call Kings Rewind.
The Kings Rewind. What actually happened last night? Let's travel together. Brought to you by Revival at the Sawyer.
That's right. It is brought to you by our friends at Revival at Sawyer. You can show your Sactown Sports 1140 app at Revival. Buy one beverage, get another 50% off your next beverage. And that's good for the entire month of November. So just show that app, get yourself some beverages, have a good time, and talk Kings. What are we doing? Talking Kings. All right, here we go. Rewind. Well, before the season even started, everyone stared at the Kings schedule and knew how brutal the first 18 games were going to be.
I thought you came here looking for a challenge. Duh! A challenge I could do.
Well, Monday night would conclude that gauntlet, which factually was the NBA's toughest schedule.
I didn't hear no bell.
With injuries, with the schedule, and honestly poor play, the one thing that this Kings squad has been unable to do was win 2 games in a row, and they were looking for that against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
We won a game yesterday. If we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little.
Well, the beginnings...
And DC sounds different.
He does, but, he's been yelling a lot, so maybe that's his voice. The beginning started slowly. Out of the gates, the Kings missed 7 of their first 8 shots, trailed by 7, only had 2 points, and they already had 4 turnovers.
Here we go again.
Well, insert some substitutions of Schroeder, Reynaud, and Achua.
What are you, celebrating or sneezing?
Well, the Kings were back in business as they trailed by just 4 after 1 quarter.
Good at business.
In the second, Doug Christie didn't agree with the call by the referee, so he challenged. He won. He's now 9-3 on said challenges.
Correctamundo.
Also in the second, the Kings found themselves down by a game-high 14 points, but used a 9-0 run late in the quarter to storm back by halftime.
Now we're starting to roll, boys.
Well, the third quarter featured a couple of very rare occurrences.
Ooh, look at this. This is very, very rare in these parts.
First, DeMar DeRozan had a jam in traffic?
I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither.
So surprised, the entire team, the bench included, raced over to help him up off the ground.
Help is on the way, dear!
Also in the third, Keegan was called for a foul, and he actually jumped up and down in a rare display of Keegan emotion.
Pass the blame. The buffoonery is endless. You're going to pay for what you've done, and it won't be cheap.
Debo stayed hot in the third quarter and kept racking up points and ultimately moved past Alex English for 24th all-time in NBA scoring history.
Yo, home, smell you later!
As we head to the fourth, it was Minnesota 82, Sacramento 77.
A hope, a chance.
That's right, a hope and a chance. In the early part of the fourth, Coach Christie elected to challenge another call. He won. He's now 10-3 on challenges, but the Kings were going to be without timeouts for the last 8.5 minutes of the game.
I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd.
Without timeouts, and without an ability to stop the momentum, the game was sliding as Minnesota, behind Anthony Edwards, built a 99-89 lead with just 3 minutes to play.
Help me. Help you. Help me help you.
Well, here's some help. A Malik Monk hoop, a Malik Monk 3, a Malik Monk dunk, and here come the Kings.
I'm a pizza guy.
Then an and one by DeMar, and for the first time since 2-2, this game was tied.
I ain't heard no fat lady.
Forget the fat lady. You're obsessed with the fat lady.
After each team matched free throws, Sacramento had a chance to win it in regulation, but would miss. And for the first time all season for both teams, we're going to overtime.
I had the ball with 3 seconds left. Then Belding starts yelling, "Shoot your hopes and dreams." And by the time I realized he meant the ball, the game was over.
Well, in OT, the Kings would take over with precision offense, timely defense, and an all-out effort that was palpable. One of those plays was a fully extended diving save by Malik Monk that put the Kings fans into a frenzy.
We're gonna go nuts in there.
The closing lineup was Precious, Keegan, Malik, DeMar, and Russell, and that combination was very impressive.
Not bad at all.
Well, in the end, they made their free throws, got 4 steals in OT, and for the first time all season, that's 2 beam sightings in a row. That's as good of a win as they've had in a long time. As Debo went for 33.
I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither.
Keegan had 26 points and a career-high 15 rebounds.
Hot damn!
Your final, Sacramento 117, Minnesota 112 in overtime. Dang it. Almost made it through a Minnesota rewind without that one. Well done. So now you know how it played out. All right, I'm going to do it one more time just because I'm a glutton for punishment. Your final, Sacramento 117, Minnesota 112 in overtime. That was great.